of college.
Religion speech.
Yesterday I made it a mission to go to a church that was radically different from what I was raised to believe in, and boy oh boy was it different. The church that I went to is called St. Aphthis Episcopalian Church, which is located on Albany Street here in Brunswick. I decided to go to this church because my Uncle Junior attends this church, and I felt I would feel more comfortable if I was there with family. And also, I brought my cousin Tiki, who's around my age, and also she's been there before compared to my Uncle Junior, who's 75. Upon arriving at the church promptly at 10:50, it looked like a typical church, pretty small in size. I looked at people walking in, and the demographic was mainly older people of African American descent. There was a marquee outside of the church which said Holy Communion held every Sunday at 11:15. When I saw that, I knew I was getting into something very different and alien because of the fact that Jehovah Witnesses only do communion a couple days or before and after Easter. This church did it every Sunday. When my cousin Tiki and I decided to go into the church, my deduction was right. The church was indeed small. When I was walking in, there was like a little sanctuary area, and it was about this size from the first desk all the way up to this black board. And then there was like a set of glass doors, and when you entered it, there was pretty much like stainless steel all over the place. And this area right here, that was the place where the preacher would talk, and the choir was here and here, and seating was pretty much like right over here. Let's see here. Around like 10 minutes before the church service started, the altar boys, altar girls, choir, father, and preacher, they all set up the area. We're putting up crucifixes and lighting candles and such. I noticed that there was a large array of people like lining up. It was like somewhere around here. There was like a lot of candles lit up over there, and she told me that that's where they go to praise for their loved ones and praise for like the sickly and stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Well, then when the ceremony started, all the people who helped set up, they started to walk down the aisle, and they were holding up candles and crucifixes. And then there was the preacher and the father who was behind them, and there was this little girl holding up this big metal Bible. And honestly, that scared the shit out of me because I thought I was in a cult. Because I was going by the stereotypes that I've seen in horror movies, so I didn't know any better. When it all started, the choir stood up and they started to sing in a very dark, monotone way. The organ was playing this dark, grim music. And then after that, the preacher announced that this was the third Easter Sunday, which was upon us, and then everyone started to sing a prayer, which was kind of like a chant, and the preacher would say something, then everyone in the audience would say or reply something back. So yeah, that was really weird. After that was done, they sung a song. Then the choir boy did a reading, then they sung another song, and the choir girl did a reading, and it went back and forth, and there was a total of 3 readings. After that was done, the father came up and did a speech that had to do with the communion and ideal of homecoming. The father, when he was speaking, had a very stern and intimidating tone to his voice, which shocked me to my core because I was kind of scared. As his speech went on, though, I was amazed that my nervousness and tensions went away, so that was kind of different. After the choir was done, one of the choir members, the lady who helped set up and was tuning the guitar, she sat in front and announced to have all the kids go up to her and sing along with her. There was at least 20 kids there. Pretty much what they did was they were spelling out Jesus and saves into a song, And I thought it was a cool little impromptu performance, which was a nice diversion from the seriousness of the father's speech. And towards the end, the little boy pointed at the audience and yelled in a loud, high-pitched voice, "That's my mommy." The whole audience started to bust out in laughter. After that, we sung another song and did another prayer, and then we did something quite a bit strange. We had walked around the whole church greeting all of the members and saying, "Peace be with you." And if someone asked you, "Peace be with you," you would reply, "Peace be with you also." After that was done, that went on for around 20-25 minutes. Another song was performed, and then the communion had begun. I felt very uncomfortable watching it because as a raised Jehovah Witness, we believe that you're not supposed to consume the wine and the bread of Jesus Christ, because it would be like consuming your own loved one, like your mother or father or something, because of what it stands for. We believe that you just pass it around, just like as if you were at a funeral. You just view the body, you don't eat it. So everyone pretty much just had the bread and the wine, and they put it on the father put it on your tongue. And after all that was done, the father poured all of the wine in this big cup, wine glass cup thing, and he drank it all. And then after that was done, he said a prayer, and then he said, "Let us bless the gate." Everyone walked outside of the church and blessed the gate, and he blessed the gate by dousing it with holy water and hitting it with rose bushes. I thought that was really, really strange. I've never seen anything like it in my life. But pretty much after seeing that, I was determined that I was in a cult rather than a Christian denomination. It was very, very different from what I've known. After that, I went to the Kingdom Hall, which is a place of worship for Jehovah Witnesses. I haven't been there in 4 years since I declared myself as an agnostic. It was still pretty much the same. You walked in, you was greeted by elders and the brothers and the sisters. The brothers and the sisters are the people who were baptized. They considered them spiritual brothers and sisters. You would sit down in the main room and wait for the program to begin. Then a brother would walk up to the stage and announce how welcome they are for everyone to be there. We would sing a song. All the songs are happy and uplifting. Then a prayer was said, and then the speaker would come up and do a speech. And I thought it was kind of funny because the speech was entitled, "Is there a true religion from God's standpoint?" which had meshed really well with my assignment. Just a quick brief overview, he was talking about how Christians are spread out over 37,000 denominations, and that the purpose of religion is not only to praise and obey God, but also to guide men and women to a better way of life. He then went into detail about this for 30 minutes of his speech, and we then sung another song. Then they gave announcements such as people who got married, people who passed away and such. And then we begun the Watchtower, which is kind of like a homework where you would do a reading and then you would answer a set of questions. This went on for 45 minutes, and then we concluded by singing another song and saying another prayer, and that was it. After attending both of these services, I can conclude that I am happy as an agnostic, and I will continue being so. I do believe that there is a true religion out there that I haven't found yet, and that it's waiting for me. Thank you.